Nancy is best known as an encourager. She's a licensed professional counselor and a life coach. She maintains a private practice in the Houston, Texas area, and she provides counseling, coaching, and consulting services in a Christian setting to adults addressing the variety of life management concerns in their personal and professional lives. She's an experienced conference speaker, a teacher, and a writer. Nancy weaves together warmth, wit, and wisdom as she genuinely connects with her listeners and challenges them to live their best life. Nancy maintains active participation in mutual professional organizations on the local, state, and national levels, and serves on the executive boards of various nonprofit community organizations in the greater Houston area. She enjoys sharing life with her husband and her children. You can visit Nancy at nancywilliams.net. That's easy. And please help me welcome Nancy.
Well, I'm going to follow Felicia's line here and get up close and personal with you all. It's a real treat for me to be with you this evening. I have to apologize. I have a little raspy voice. I'm living in the midst of some home remodeling. Any of you ever done that? Oh. Yes, I just cannot believe the amount of dust and stuff that's been stirring. They've been jackhammering my tile floors up, so you can imagine how that has been. So between the dust and my allergies, they got together and they jumped right on the theme for this conference, which is going wild, and my sinuses have been going wild the last couple days. But I just did not want to miss the opportunity to come and give you a word of encouragement this evening. Anna and your team, great job in pulling us together. I know we tried to do this run last year, and Hurricane Ike just kind of put a halt on that for us. So I'm glad we've survived the hurricane and got back together. I really commend you on what you're doing to support us as women business owners across the country. It is so cool to be able to meet you all, you know, from such different places, and I can't wait till we get together during the course of the weekend and get to know each other up close and personal. I think this is really great. Felicia, thank you for your words of wisdom for us and how we're communicating, and gosh, you know, now I have to pay attention. I was doing fine until you start talking about how to communicate. Now you got me all nervous. What I want to do is take just a few minutes this evening and give you a word of encouragement. Actually, I do mean a word. Now, I don't have a PowerPoint presentation like Felicia, but what I want you to do is hold up your hand of strength. The power hand, the hand you write with, the hand you cook with, the hand you put your makeup on with, you know, the hand you probably hold your cell phone in. Any left-handed people around here? Yes. All right, way to go, girls. Okay, and if you're less fortunate that have to struggle and use your right hand as your power hand? Okay, good. In that hand of strength, you hold the word I want to give you this evening. So I'm going to let you take my PowerPoint, so to speak, home with you. And the word I want to give you is a word that I hope will encourage you to do more than just getting by in your business. You can put your hands down now, and I'll give you the word in a minute, because the word's important. The word that I want to give you is a word of encouragement to help you do more than just get by. Do more than just do enough to hang on and make things work. You know, and sometimes we feel like that as women, don't we? As business owners, as women personally as well as professionally, we just get out and say, I just got to get through today. If I can get half the things on the to-do list, that'll be good. You know, and we just focus on trying to get by sometimes in our life. But I think you're here because you've chosen to give time and money and energy to do more with your life than just get by, but to make your life count, to live your life full out, if you will, to live your life with passion, with purpose and intention. And I like to think of it as living life with style. S-T-Y-L-E. So I want to talk to you for just a minute and give you a few words to think about how to live your life with style. So we begin with the S. All right, good. You're awake. This is good. Great. You know, we're going to talk a lot this weekend about tips and cues. We've already heard a marvelous presentation by Felicia on communication tips and networking, and we've done some of that already, and we're just going to be bombarded with a wealth of tips, information, services, you know, that we'll want to jump in and be eager to start plugging in. But I want you to step back for just a minute this evening and look at the bigger picture. Because before you start making your to-do list and before you start plugging in all those tips and taking on all those services, I want you to start by setting your course of direction. Set your sights on where you want to go. Not necessarily just what you want to do, but from the bigger picture, who do you want to be? When the world looks at you, what do you want them to see? What do you want them to know about you? When you come to the end of your days, what do you want to be said about you? What do you want your life to be all about? Set that course of direction first, and then sharpen your focus on that course. Make sure that you hold yourself accountable, that everything you say and everything you wear and everything you do is going to set you on that course and move you down the road in the direction you want to head. You know, if you stop and talk with people that come to the end of their days, what do they tell you? You know, we've read the familiar story of Irma Bombeck, you know, her tale where she talks about, if I had my life to do over, I would have done more of this and less than that, right? But you find people, when they sit and talk about satisfaction in their lives, they say, I took time to do the things that were important to me. And isn't that what we all want? Sure it is. It's what we all want, but unfortunately we get so caught up in all the activities of the busyness of our lives that we don't often keep that in focus, and we tend to lose sight of that all too quickly. So I want you to start living your life with style by starting to set your course of direction and sharpen your focus on where you want to head with your life. This is who I want to be. This is what I want my life to reflect. This is what I want to be all about personally and professionally. And those two things should go hand in hand. You know, if not, that's where you get some rub, don't you? When you're working in a business, if you're doing something that doesn't fit with who you are. You know, that's why I know several of you are coaches. You're in the business of helping people find congruency with who they are and what they're doing, true? And you know, when you find that, it feels good, doesn't it? It feels good when you find that niche, you find that calling, you find that connection that says, I'm honoring my passion, and boy, that feels good. So set your course of direction and sharpen your focus and know where it is you want to head. Okay, we've got the S in style. Now what do we need? T. The T. Once you know where you're going to head, then take time to set goals that are going to move you forward in that direction. You're going to hear a lot of good things this weekend, and you already have. Gosh, all the teleseminars that we do, all the books that are filling the bookstores, telling you what you need to do in your business and how to be a successful businesswoman and what you need to do in your life, how to be a good woman, period. You know, or a man for those of you guys. Sorry, don't mean to leave you all out too. You know, and we are